Welcome back to Scoxford. It's been another glorious night at the Wheatsheaf watching the Oxford Imps. So here we have the Devil's Advocate. First off, let me tell you a few things about the Imps. Okay, they're every week, Monday night, 8 p.m. at the Wheatsheaf, which is go down High Street. There's a Starbucks across from kind of kitty corner from Corn Market Street. So not the Starbucks on Corn Market Street, the Starbucks on High Street by Corn Market Street. Right next to that is a very secretive alley. It's very narrow but well lit. And you walk down that a little bit, you actually see a sign with a wheat sheaf, which I just learned is a sheaf of wheat. But I didn't know what a sheaf was, so it helps. Which is a bundle of wheat, you could say. Together. It's wheat. And you'll see the sign on High Street. If you look for it, you have to look for it. Then you walk down this narrow but well-lit alley, and you turn right, and there's a door, and it'll say wheat sheaf. There'll be another sign with another sheaf of wheat, which is a wheat sheaf, above it. And you walk through, and then you want to get there a little bit early. I would say 7:30 or 19:30. And you want to get there at 19:30 because the show starts at 20 o'clock, and it's a great show. It was a great show tonight. They had some guests from Holland, which means Dutch guests, who did an admirable job, and I loved it. I had a good night. It was, once again, excellent. There were a couple of things that were different. Well, obviously they had guest improvers, which was really cool. I didn't expect that. But also, no piano. And I was like, the piano is a very, crucial part. It adds so much, having that mood music, and I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of this. Not to say that it wasn't good, it was fantastic, but turns out that their normal pianist is celebrating a birthday tonight. So I believe Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, his name is Peter. Peter, if you're watching this, or if someone watches this, tell Peter happy birthday. I'm sorry if you get it late, but I really appreciate the piano. I think it adds, or keyboard, it really adds a ton to the performance, and so I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I'm glad you took the night off and treated yourself to a wonderful night, and hopefully it was wonderful. Also, Amy has a birthday. Am I getting this right? Amy has a birthday. So happy birthday, Amy, and I hope I'm getting this right and I'm not screwing up names or anything, but I think I've got it right. So happy birthday to both of you. You get the shout out. Also, before I get to the shout out, maybe I'll go back and revisit the shout out, but it was a great night. My favorite line of the night was in a scene where it was a married couple, and why am I, improv is never the same when you're retelling it. But anyway, favorite line of the night, married couple, and there's a marital problem because you see the husband has a hard time with physical touch and affection because his father never hugged him, and there's one point where the wife was trying to console him and get him out, so that he can experience affection and not be so sheltered and distant and aloof and everything, and he responds to her with, I don't mind if you leave me. It's just the best line of the night, and I am not doing it justice, but it was great. That was one of the best lines of the night. There were a lot, but I only have one hand to write on. So, best game of the night, I felt, was the Shakespeare game. They redo a Shakespeare play based off of a suggestion for a title, and it's so good. Not only is it Shakespeare dialect, of the sort of Shakespeare dialect that you would see in a play, but they obviously know some Shakespeare more than I do, but I've definitely caught, that they know the whole style, the whole thing. I mean, it is Shakespeare's to a T. So, very talented people, very funny. Once again, the Oxford Imps. So, if you want to check out their website, it's http. What is that? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. http://www World Wide Web www.oxford, like an ox fording a river, Oxford, Imps, IMPS as in improvise, imps.com. Since that was more confusing than it needed to be, http://www.oxfordimps.com. They have awesome stuff there. They do shows at the Wheatsheaf. I believe you can hire them, but they probably charge huge amounts because they're that talented. No, I'm sure it's very reasonable. But yeah, go talk to them about it because they're a fantastic group. I'm continually impressed by them, and once again, shout out to Amy and Peter. Have a wonderful night. Happy birthday.